Motorhead Garage, presented by Top Coat, coming to you from Borla Commerce Park.
Now, when you go into one of those mega chain auto parts stores, you walk in and there's usually one item on the shelf and the price is printed right there, Tom, so you're paying what they're asking and you don't have a frame of reference. How do I know if I'm getting a good price or not? I have no idea, and a great example of that are these two different alternators here.
Right, I have one alternator that's from a 50-year-old Chevy and one from a 10-year-old Chevy, and they look similar, but the new alternator for the newer vehicle produces 3 times as much amps as the older alternator, so it should naturally cost more. And if you look in the RockAuto.com catalog, you can see the price for the alternator for the 50-year-old Chevy still costs about what it did 20, 30 years ago. It's still less than $50. So that you can translate that and say, okay, they're giving me a fair price on the alternator for the antique vehicle. They're giving me a fair price on the alternator for the newer vehicle. And something else you can do in the RockAuto.com usually offers a choice of brands. So you can look through, you can choose the brand you prefer, and you can see the different prices from the different manufacturers. That'll give you a feeling for what the price ranges should be.
I love the having a frame of reference and being able to tell. And I also like the fact that if an alternator cost you $50 30 years ago or 40 years ago, it's about the same now.
Yeah, it's amazing. You think just with inflation it'd be higher, but we strive to offer reliably low prices consistently.
You do reliably low prices on all the parts your car will ever need. It's rockauto.com. Check them out on the web.
Time now for the lowdown with Magic Creeper.
All right, shop owners, imagine this scenario. Someone rolls up to your garage and he's got an oil leak. You don't quite know what it is, but it could be something really simple like a cross-threaded plug on the bottom. Maybe it's come loose. So the first thing you want to do is get underneath and take a look. And if it's that simple, you'll be able to get them on their way right away and save some time. But all of your lifts are occupied. So you have to take a look at the vehicle out in your parking lot. Maybe it's gravel, maybe it's muddy. There's no way a regular mechanic's creeper is going to work for you. A wheeled creeper is for smooth floors like in your shop, and there's no chance the wheels are going to go anywhere on gravel. And that is the beauty of Magic Creeper. It can roll over just about anything, rough pavement, grass, or even large gravel. And let's talk about ground clearance. Most SUVs have 7 or 8 inches of room underneath, and cars have only 5 or 6 inches, believe it or not. Even on smooth ground, you couldn't get a traditional creeper under there with you on it. And that is where the Magic Creeper shines. No wheels to worry about, and that'll enable you to get under there and do what you need to do. But the Magic Creeper isn't just for the pros. It's a multi-purpose tool you're going to want to keep in your car all the time. And that's not a bother because the Magic Creeper weighs next to nothing. And it rolls up nicely, so it doesn't take up a whole lot of room in there either. Of course, you can use it for any roadside repairs you need to make, but you might not find yourself having to actually get under the car on the side of the road. What about something more common? Maybe a flat tire. Well, of course, flat tires usually happen at the worst time, invariably when you're all dressed up to go someplace. Well, guess what? Magic Creeper to the rescue. You can use it as a kneeling pad when you're changing that flat tire, and it's easy on the knees. It's much easier on your clothes. You can change that tire lickety-split, and you'll be on your way. So find them on the web, and make sure you go to magiccreeper.com because there are a lot of imitators out there, but there is only one Magic Creeper. Go check them out. Keep that seatbelt fastened because this ride is not over. We've got plenty more Motorhead Garage presented by Top Coat coming up right after this.